Welcome to Formula World. I'm your host Dylan Shelley and here's what's on this episode. I'd just like to apologise in advance for my voice. I'm currently recovering from a cold, so bear with me. First up on Formula World, Ricciardo offered $20 million by McLaren. Rumours have begun to circulate that McLaren have offered Red Bull driver Daniel Ricciardo a $20 million per year contract to drive for them, which would make him one of the top earners in the sport, and indeed may make his decision as to where to drive from next season onward a little harder. While details of the alleged offer haven't been revealed, Red Bull advisor Helmut Marko did admit that McLaren have been making offers quite regularly. Our Daniel Ricciardo is the king of the market. McLaren offers him more every week. But above all, some people in Mercedes would absolutely want him to join them in their team. Renault target big market drivers. Renault CEO Carlos Ghosn has come out saying that the French team is looking for drivers who draw attention to their main markets. While he admitted that it's important to do so from a strictly commercial standpoint, the team needs to be mindful that the drivers they employ are actually capable of delivering the team results. A French driver would be fine, a Russian driver would be fine, a Chinese driver would be extraordinary because we would have the attention of 1.3 billion consumers. But you have to find the driver to win, so it's always a difficult equation. Red Bull is huge pressure. Honda Motorsport boss Masashi Yamamoto has come out saying that signing a partnership with Red Bull brings with it great pressure, but ultimately winning is what they aspire to achieve. It is one of the top teams. This gives further motivation to all the members of Honda, but at the same time it is a huge pressure and responsibility for us. However, it is Honda's nature to always aspire to a very high target, and I think that's what makes us Honda. Yamamoto went on to describe the importance that being able to deliver a high level from the beginning would require. As a starting point, we do not want to see Red Bull's performance drop below its current level, but our target is to go further and do better than they are doing at the moment. Grosjean on worst critics. Haas driver Romain Grosjean has had a very slow start to his 2018 campaign and remains only one of two drivers without points thus far. Grosjean understands that the media will always criticise, but says that when it comes from fellow drivers, that's when it's the worst. The worst thing is having criticism from the other drivers you're racing against. The media, the fans are always going to find something. They're going to like you or dislike you, whatever you do. When it comes from other drivers, it's harder because you compete against them and we do a dangerous game. It's quite hard to come on the grid knowing they are going to criticise me. Haas doubts 2019 cars will be much slower. The 2019 regulations are intended to make following cars closer an easier thing to accomplish. And in doing so, many people have speculated that the cars could be up to 1.5 seconds slower than the current spec. But according to Haas team boss Gunther Steiner, the gap may not be so dramatic. We've had to do a lot of studies with the new regulations. The jury's still out on how big the change is. There was speculation the cars would be a lot slower, but I don't believe that one. There are a lot of intelligent engineers working on it, and we will find a way around it to make the new regulations work as well as the old ones, and have a very similar speed to what we have this year. Force India up and running. Force India have been the best of the rest for the past 2 seasons, but the 2018 season has seen them get off to a relatively slow start and find themselves sitting 6th in the constructors' standings. Team owner Vijay Mallya has come out saying that despite the slow start, that the team is now on the right track. After a third of the 2018 season, it's encouraging to see the progress we have made since Melbourne. We are reaching Q3 regularly with both cars and picking up good points. There have been lost opportunities, and we would have scored many more points, but it feels like our season is properly up and running. Fast feed. Renault boss Cyril Abiteboul says he is happy that Red Bull have finally made a decision on engine supplier. Head of Pirelli's motorsport division Mario Isola says free practice will be even more important than usual at the upcoming Paul Ricard circuit. Force India driver Esteban Ocon says having a home Grand Prix has been his dream for years. Williams driver Lance Stroll says that despite winning at the Paul Ricard circuit in Formula 3, that he doesn't particularly like the circuit. And Mercedes driver Lewis Hamilton has come out saying that every race is a crucial one and you can't afford to make a mistake. Formula World fans react. Renault title contenders. In the previous episode of Formula World, I asked whether you think Renault will be title contenders by 2021, and the results are in. As you can see, a massive 61% of you do not think Renault will be title contenders by 2021, but do think that they will be fighting for wins. And 21% say yes, you definitely think they will be fighting for the title by 2021, and 18% of you think they have no chance of being contenders. Will Ricciardo end up at McLaren? Be sure to vote in the poll by clicking the eye icon in the top right corner of this video and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my other videos for all the latest in the world of Formula 1.